Wars, hunger, natural disasters, global warming, diseases, epidemics, hate, and wickedness are a combination of factors that will consequently provoke our biggest fear, the end of the world. However, is it possible to avoid it? Does humanity still have hope? Who, or better said, what, can help humanity to restore peacefulness? Max Tegmark, president of the Future of Life Institute, said that everything we love about civilization is a product of intelligence. So, amplifying our human intelligence with artificial intelligence has the potential of helping civilizations flourish like never before, as long as we manage to keep the technology beneficial. So, if humans can't act upon this terrible misfortune, our only hope is to lean on self-aware robots, and we will tell you why.
Self-awareness is defined as being aware of oneself, including your feature, your feelings, your behavior, and becoming the focus of attention. If at any time the world comes to an end, which human neurological processes should a robot have to develop self-awareness?
As a teacher and leading authority in this field, I have developed ant-based telecommunication robots, predatory robots, tiny web servers, and anthropometric robots with human-like skeletons and muscles. My main goal is to build a human-like structure, ready to interact with the real world and making use of essential conscious thoughts. My team and I have developed a hypothesis.
Robots can develop self-awareness based on neurological behavior of human beings.
And this can be achieved by implementing digital brains with capacity to embrace the levels of self-awareness.
All humans have levels of self-awareness, but the three main ones are: what are you doing? What are you feeling? And which are your blind spots?
First level, what are you doing? We avoid pain through distraction. We avoid the problems on purpose to not see the reality and do not confront the issues we have in life.
We obsess with our phones and we make activities intentionally to distract us from life and do not accomplish our responsibilities or do not solve our problems because we are afraid of the result.
Distraction is not bad because we need to relax for a moment and take away stress, but there are times we overstate the evasion of reality.
Second level, what are you feeling? This level actually makes you wonder who you are. To experience what you're feeling about what's happening in your life. Helps you to be comfortable with your emotions and allowing them to arise, but this can take a lot of time and effort.
This could be a challenging level because most people suppress their feelings, and at the moment they open themselves to the world, emotions can become very powerful.
Third level, which are your blind spots? We have realized that the result of our thoughts, arguments, and actions are just reflections of what we are feeling in that moment. We consider ourselves as independent thinkers, and our reasoning is based on facts and evidence, but sometimes our logical thinking may look blurred.
Even though humankind isn't perfect, being self-aware of it is the most important thing about self-awareness. If we know our weaknesses, then they stop being weaknesses. Otherwise, we will become slaves of our own mind's faulty mechanisms.
Robots will have to cover these three areas in these aspects.
They will have to become aspects of their own attention.
They would have to become aware that what is reflected in their intellect is different of what is reflected in their surroundings.
They would have to be aware of their movements and actions.
They would have to recognize themselves.
They will have to recognize when others are talking to them.
They would have to become aware of how they are in other people's minds.
They would have to be able to establish goals for themselves.
They would have to develop a sense of permanence.
They would have to develop a personality.
They would have to recognize their flaws and mistakes.
Robots can go through different processes which can lead them to be aware of their existence and therefore help humanity solve their problems. But how is it possible?
Robots can develop self-awareness if they have a human-like brain, which recreates its neurological behavior. This means that robots could act and think like us.
Dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. It integrates information from other areas of the brain. It is a control center for very complex activities such as attention, working memory, and planning activities.
Dorsolateral prefrontal cortex in combination with parietal lobes. The parietal cortex integrates information from different senses to create a picture of what surrounds us. This allows us to coordinate our movements in response to the objects around us, develop and update numerous reference maps of the body, near and distant space.
Bilateral frontopolar areas. This part is related to the cognitive processes: introspection, retrospective, prospective memory, dissociation of attention, problem solving, and multitasking.
Bilateral cuneus working with the occipitotemporal cortices. It is most known for its involvement in basic visual processing. The processes that occur in this part of the brain are modulated by extraretinal effects. This area has been proven to be essential for reading.
Precuneus. The precuneus is a brain region involved in integration of information, signs of reactivity, mental imagery strategies, episodic memory retrieval, and responses to pain.
It is ethical as long as robots have a limit when in contact with real world. They should also follow Isaac Asimov's 3 laws of robotics.
Our hypothesis was correct because according to our investigation, which was based on self-awareness and its levels, artificial intelligence, and brain areas that are involved in self-awareness, we came to the conclusion that robots can develop self-awareness by imitating the way our brain works.
We need to develop a complex programming system that could imitate the human neurological system and its activities, based on the bottom-up programming doctrine, which establishes that it's more important to build the basic parts and let the program learn and grow alone, but with supervision and limitation. This could lead to robots creating its own identity and self-awareness.
We must be able to follow a specific process which will take time and complex knowledge to develop, analyze the consequences this will bring to the world, and obtain the resources to create it. As humans have limits, robots should have them too. According to our investigation, creating a robot with self-awareness is possible. This can be achieved by creating a digital brain that can replicate the human brain processes, learn and restructure by itself. Following this investigation, humans will have a chance to prosper.
Welcome to the world.